the report stated that for Ogoni land to be clean, you need 5 years to clean the land, 25 years to clean the waters. And this will require $1 billion to start off the process. Now, this report came out 4 years ago, and I'm not sure much has been done as we speak. But what really troubles me is that life expectancy in this region is 41 years. So to clean up Ogoni land will take a lifetime. What does this speak about the impact of Mother Earth?
I think the Mother Earth has been ruined, and the UNEP report, as Nemo spoke about, has been politicized, even hijacked. Initially, it was commissioned to our belief that the report was meant to exonerate Shell and to blame the people instead, to criminalize the people. But with much pressure and with much evidence on science, the truth became obvious that Shell is guilty of ecocide. The report contains monumental evidence of injury to Mother Earth. It contains monumental evidence of ecocide, that there is a persistent trend of continuous harm to the environment and to the people. All the testimonies that have been given about fracking, all the testimonies you have heard about since yesterday till now on impact of oil, they are all evident in the Niger Delta. The impact is severe. As we speak, food is being imported to the Niger Delta, a region that used to be the food basket of the country. The fishing grounds are destroyed, and as we heard yesterday, what really is happening is that when these livelihoods, when environment is destroyed, we destroy our life. And there is no chance of the survival of the Niger Delta unless this cleanup is attended to and very adequately. The last point I want to make on that is that whereas the UNEP report specified $1 billion initial grant, the environmental rights action civil society groups in Nigeria working on the Niger Delta have requested the government to put forward in a very short time $100 billion for the cleanup of the Niger Delta.
One quick question. I appreciate your testimony. You're feeling first-hand effects of the drilling of oil, processing, refining of oil. Yesterday, the Tribunal heard the case of financialization of nature, which included red. I think you may know what red is. And so I understand, like California, the governor of California, Jerry Brown, is here participating in the COP, pushing what they call California red, a jurisdictional subnational red. And I hear Cross River in Nigeria is going to be one of their red projects. Is that something that's contributing and compounding on top of the issues you're dealing with, on how the forest is being used as a carbon sink that allows the polluters of the north to continue to pollute? Can you comment something about that?
Thank you, Godwin. The RED project is alien to the communities in Cross River and indeed Nigeria. For years, for centuries, these communities have managed their forest and they've lived in harmony with nature. But with the introduction of packages and schemes in projects worth millions of dollars, eyes have begun to pop on how to gain access to those external money. So what we find is that these promises of money that will be infused into the communities is already dividing the communities. It is leading to different forms of land grabbing, where both private and public institutions are now going for land speculation. And it's not just that, there's now conflict within communities and between communities, where the elites have been bought in many communities, and it's leading to intra-community and inter-community struggles as we speak. So it is aggravating, RED is aggravating the conflict in the forest communities in Nigeria. And I can tell you very clearly, this project seeks to make landowners, tenants, and laborers in their own land. Already there's resistance to RED, but the infusion of money and forced packages of corporate social responsibility is causing that tension, and the divide and rule seems to be penetrating. Hence this panel must take a cognizance of the situation.
We run out of time. Please, brief questions first, Christophe, and then...
Concept, you have your, maybe I ask the question in English. The Niger Delta is about 20 million inhabitants. So do you have some more information about health effect of all these pollutions on the population?
Unfortunately, the health impact, epidemiology of diseases in Niger Delta have not been fully studied. But of course, we do know that the oil spills and the air quality is poor, there's acid rain, and as a result, because of the water pollution, dangerous, harmful substances causing cancer have become very evident. But in particular, in relation to the Ogonis, over 4,000 medical records were examined. And they found that in these circumstances, many health hazards have been recorded, especially embryonic problems, fetus deformation, asthma, cancer, and as Nemo made you to understand, life expectancy in the region is the lowest in Nigeria, less than 41%. And so the impact, the health hazard, even though it was studied on a very minute scale, is very huge. And we need to take cognizance of that. And that is one clear case of ecocide over 50 years period.
Thanks. Teresa, please.
Yes, Godwin Ojo. Could you make reference to the rights of indigenous peoples' rights, and with respect to any consultation or informed consent that has been pursued by Shell and other oil companies, or the state oil company in the Niger Delta? And secondly, we know that we have the Declaration of Human Rights, and we also have within the UN system the Declaration of Women's Rights as Human Rights. So and we hear a lot about Boko Haram and the oil developments in Nigeria, and we know that Boko Haram is especially vicious to women, young women. So could you connect the developments that Shell and other companies have imposed on the Niger Delta to the rights of women?
Thank you, Teresa. These are very huge and big questions. In very few minutes, I will try to respond to them. When it comes to oil development, when it comes to issues of development in general, in a country that seeks to be seeking after foreign investment, the issues of local people's rights do not exist in the eyes of Shell and the corporations. And that is why their human rights violations is high on the record. So they do not count and there's little or no consultation. Where consultation is done is to hand out what has been agreed in the boardroom of Shell and government, of course. So the issue is clear, they have no rights, and so when it comes to women's rights, women are completely neglected in the development process. But all I can tell you, there are so many instances where women have stood up against the oil company. In one instance, they used the concept of the direct action of nudity against Shell and drove them out from one of the platforms that destroyed the environment of the community. So when you talk of violence, when you talk about social disharmony, disconnect in society, distrust, all is about the oil revenue in Nigeria. When you talk about the politics, the environmental politics, the political economy, the violence, all the crimes, even seeking after political office is all about how to control the oil revenue, not about development. That is where the problem is. This conflict of development within the context of ecocide is before this panel.
Thank you so much.